Okay, so today we're diving into something pretty important, and it's all based on what you sent over from Age Well, Live Fully, your mind body prescription book. It's about, well, embracing change, especially as we get older.
Yeah, change. It's kind of a constant in life, right?
Yeah.
But I think as we age, those shifts like retiring or health things, or maybe even losing people close to us, can feel, well, bigger somehow. So we're going to explore how you can not just deal with these changes, but really truly embrace them and actually find new strength in them.
The book talks a lot about resilience, and I think a lot of people get that wrong. Resilience isn't about like never having any bumps in the road. It's more like having really good shocks on your car, right? So it's about your ability to bounce back.
Right. And the book highlights some really interesting elements that contribute to that. A positive mindset, first of all. And then there's emotional intelligence, which basically boils down to knowing your own feelings and being able to understand other people's feelings as well. And strong social connections, which I think is something we talk about a lot on this show,
Yeah.
but the book really emphasizes like these are all core elements of building that foundation to find meaning even when things get tough.
And then on top of that foundation, you've got adaptability. So that's your ability to sort of roll with the punches, to adjust to new situations. That means being open to change, learning new things, trying new things. And I think what's really interesting here is it's not just about surviving change, it's about actually growing because of it.
I think the book does a great job of connecting this to the bigger picture of aging. It's not all about decline, right?
Mhm.
Adaptability allows us to recognize new opportunities and it lets us evolve no matter what age we are.
Absolutely. And speaking of evolving, the book tackles this idea that a lot of us struggle with, which is letting go of the past. It suggests that if we're holding on to regrets, it can keep us stuck and make it so much harder to embrace what's coming next. Like regret is almost like carrying around extra weight. It doesn't change where you've been, but it can really slow you down on the way to where you're going.
I think it's so important to ask yourself, how often are you letting past hurts or missed opportunities affect your present? Are you letting those things kind of overshadow everything else? The book makes a really powerful point that letting go of all that baggage frees you up to build a more positive future, which is incredibly empowering.
And that future, it might look different than you thought. The book points out that big life transitions, like retiring or even having kids leave home, can actually be a great time to redefine your purpose. Like it's not just an ending, it can be the beginning of something entirely new.
And the key here is to actively seek that new meaning. The book is full of examples like picking up that hobby you always wanted to try, volunteering, pursuing personal goals that maybe you put on hold. It's really about consciously creating that next chapter and making it fulfilling.
So, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Well, the book lays out this really practical exercise called reflection and goal setting. It starts with looking back at the big changes you've gone through, the good and the bad, and really focusing on what you learned from them.
Right. And then you move on to thinking about your core values. What truly makes you happy? What gives you a sense of fulfillment? These become like your guiding principles. And based on those values, you start setting some goals for the future, maybe about your health or your relationships or just your own personal growth.
And I love this part. The book encourages you to picture your ideal future self. What do you want your life to look and feel like? And finally, it's all about taking action, maybe starting small, but taking action and recognizing your progress along the way.
I think that's so important. It's about going from just reacting to change to actually engaging with it to making it work for you.
So, to sum it up, embracing change as we age is really about strengthening that resilience, that inner strength, and cultivating your adaptability, your willingness to change and grow. And of course, it's also about letting go of what's holding you back and finding that new sense of purpose and meaning.
And to everyone listening, we really encourage you to try that reflection and goal setting exercise from the book. It's a great way to get involved in shaping your own experience of aging.
And before we go, here's one last thought for you. What's one small thing you could do today to embrace a change that you're going through, or maybe even one you see on the horizon? It might be a smaller step than you think, but it could make a huge difference.